Hey friends, Nettie here. Welcome on back in this thing. It's been a couple of days. It has been a couple of days, and I can feel that. I've been missing y'all. I've been missing y'all. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment, all the things. I like talking to y'all when y'all give me y'all feedback and things. I be appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all. I be appreciating y'all when y'all appreciating me. But hey, so I want to talk to y'all today about doing hard things. And I also want to talk about how it's often difficult for many to have boundaries and much more difficult to actually abide by those boundaries, actually enforce the boundaries. It's all good and fun and great and fine to say, hey, I have boundaries. But the real tale comes from whether or not you're actually imposing your boundaries. Because if you not forcing those boundaries, then you, my friend, do not have the boundaries that you think that you have. So I want to talk about that just a little bit. Sometimes boundaries are difficult, especially if when you haven't had boundaries. So once you begin to enforce those boundaries with yourself and with other people, it begins to change the relationships a bit. And that becomes a little bit more difficult because you are not the person that anybody can do anything with and to and toward anymore. And that's good because self love is boundaries. Self love is having boundaries and maintaining, enforcing those boundaries. That is a part of self love. And it's so key and so important to your growth and your expansion in this life. And it's important for you taking up space. It shows a great deal of respect for yourself whenever you can force a boundary, when you actually keep your boundaries. People will test your boundaries, but the thing is, they are supposed to. It's not on them to uphold your boundaries, it's on you. People are going to people. And as the OG Warren Buffett says, you can't get mad at humans for being human. The humans are going human. So, no sense in you being upset because they knew your boundary and they overstepped it. No, put an end to that thing. Do what you say you're going to do whenever this boundary is crossed. Don't let that stuff go unchecked. That is not how boundaries work. There is consequence for overstep boundaries. So you got to do that. Regulators, mount up. You got to regulate on your boundaries. Ain't nobody gonna respect your boundary the way you respect your boundaries. So you got to get some respect for it and enforce it. So also that won't always feel good, which is why more people don't have boundaries because at the start it don't feel good. It does not feel good to say no when you are the yes person. It does not feel good to say yes when you the no person. It don't feel good to say something or for there to be a threat of a consequence and then you have to come through on that threat. You would much rather it be that the threat stands firm enough and believable enough that you never have to go there. That is all of our desire. But sometimes you just gonna have to go there. Sometimes you just gonna have to take that thing all the way. And you're gonna have to do the thing that is called for and necessary to keep that boundary in check. It's for you. It is for your own self care. It is for your own self love to go ahead and force that thing. Listen, sometimes when people won't smoke, you got to give them smoke. If that's what it means to maintain your boundary, smoke it is. Now, there's a way to do things in love. There's always a way to do things in love, but the most key element is that you have to love yourself enough to impose and force this boundary. That is the pinnacle of love that is sought after with the whole concept of a boundary. People will respect you more when you respect you more. And you know what gets respect? Boundaries. Not just boundaries, but boundaries kept. People have to know that there is a consequence to overstepping your boundaries. They may care, they may not care. You will be able to tell when they don't care because they're going to try to test you anyway. And you, as uncomfortable as it is in the moment, have to do what is necessary to be done. That comes in many different forms and many different fashions, and only you know your particular situations that you deal with. But you are more than able and capable of doing hard things. You have done many hard things. More hard things will come, and you will do those as well. You got this boundary situation. I always think about it this way: it's either you or me. Either, so this is the thing, either I'm gonna feel away because somebody overstepped my boundary, or I'm gonna feel away about imposing my boundary. Which do you suppose would feel the greatest later on? You guessed it right. You imposing your boundary now for a better outcome going forward. Because now they know that this is not something that you're willing to negotiate or budge on. Go on and stick with it. Go on and stick with it. It will be uncomfortable. I'm not going to tell you that it won't be. Because sometimes the shit is uncomfortable. But only briefly. Only for a short time at first. But when you think about it going forward, you're going to be damn proud. You're going to be damn proud of yourself for actually getting and keeping that boundary out of respect, love, and honor for yourself. And that shit feels amazing. Always. It trumps any little offense that the other person may feel. They'll get over it or they won't. But either way, you won't be at war within yourself for not keeping that boundary. Anyway, that's the message. I leave you this message in love and in lights. Shouting it a nap. Anyway, again, like, share, subscribe, comment, all the things. Keep the boundaries. And till next time. Ew.